Hey guys, my name is Scoby and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to set up and install Mesen, an NES emulator for your PC. This will allow you to play NES games on your computer. Let's jump right into this. So the first thing you need to do is come to this link. Links is always in the description down below. And this is going to be for the Mesen emulator. Simply come here, left click the latest Windows version, and our download will begin. While we have our web browser open, we're also going to be coming to this link, and this is going to be for 7-zip. We can use this to extract games a little bit later. If you don't already have this, it's a good application to have on your PC. Come here, left click the download button, and let that download. Once we have all of our files here, the first thing we're going to be doing is installing 7-zip. Look for the exe file, double click yes in the Windows pop-up. Select an install location. I'm just going to be leaving it on my C drive. Click install, click close, and now 7-zip will be installed. We then need to extract Mesen. To do this, we're going to right click, go more options, 7-zip, extract files, click OK. We're going to be double clicking in here, and we're going to be installing our Mesen emulator. Double click the exe file, and then we will get this configuration pop up. Here, the first option we will have is the data storage location. You will have two options: store the data in your user profile. So this will be directly inside your Windows profile, or you can store it in the same folder as your application file. I'm going to be choosing the second one. Here we can see which folder it will be in this blue text here, but I'm going to be keeping it in my application folder. The second thing we'll be able to do is select the input mappings, and we can select our preferred input method. So at the moment I already have an Xbox One controller and of course my keyboard selected. So here both of those will be checked. However, if you do have a PS4 or PS5 controller, you can feel free to enable this as well. So you can set this up as a method. Or if you want to use the WASD keys, that's also an option here too. We'll then also have the option to create a desktop shortcuts, and the option to check for updates automatically. Once you're happy with everything here, click confirm, and then our emulator will open up. Now from this point, the next thing we're going to be talking about are games. And I will mention in today's video, I'm not going to be showing you where to download games. You will need to source your own game files. However, when you download your game files, they'll most likely come in a .zip format. Now we can play zip files directly inside Mesen, so that will work no problem. However, I typically always extract my games. It doesn't matter too much in this case, but we can always confirm inside the zip that they are the correct format. To extract the game, all we need to do is right click, go more options, 7-zip, extract here. It'll most likely come in a .nes file, and this is exactly what we need for Mesen. So before launching a game, we are going to be running through a few more settings. We're going to be coming to settings, and as Mesen is a multi-platform emulator, we're specifically going to be looking for the NES settings here, and here we're going to be running through a couple things. Underneath general, we don't really need to change anything. Underneath input here, again, we can see our port 1 and 2 setup. By default, port 1 will be set up as a controller. Clicking the setup option here, we can see how our keys are set with our 4 selections that we set up earlier. If you would like to make a new mapping, you can simply click a button on your controller, and then map it here. You can then click, and here you can go through and set it up exactly how you want. We're then going to be clicking on video here, and we do have a couple of options. If you would like to enable a video filter, you can set this up. By default, it'll be set to none. Here you can experiment a bit depending on the type of games you're playing. BRZ is a good option, or prescale here is also a good option. You can go all the way up to 10x with prescale, and BRZ you can go all the way up to 6x. Here I'm going to be setting my prescale to 6x. You also have the option to overwrite the aspect ratio if you would like to set your games to force stretch inside your screen. I like leaving my games as no stretching by default. But if you would like to set your games to 16:9, this is an option here. I'm just going to be leaving this disabled. Now after this, I would recommend taking a look at preferences. Here, one thing we can also do is set our theme from light to dark. Dark, in my opinion, just looks a little bit nicer. And then we can also go to the shortcut keys. And here we can see a couple of shortcut keys that we have. We have a fast forward option, and here you can bind this twice. So here by default, you can bind it to your keyboard, for example, and then also your controller if you want to set up a fast forward. However, we also have a rewind option, which is a really cool option, especially for these older games, which is set to backspace or L2 on your controller if you have that set up. I would recommend taking a look at these hotkeys. There are a couple things that are nice to be able to toggle on and off. I'm not going to be going over all of them in today's video. I just wanted to mention that they were here. There are also a couple of other things underneath the advanced tab, for example, show FPS, frame counter, and a couple of other things you might want to take a look at. Nothing I'd really recommend by default, but they are nice options to have here too. The rest of these options I'm going to be leaving alone. Click OK, and now we're going to load a game. To do this, we're going to be coming to File, click Open, and then locate where your games are downloaded. And here we can select a game, either our .zip file as mentioned earlier, or directly our NES file. I'm going to be doing that just to show how that would work. And now our game will be launched. Now by default, our game will run in this small window. If you would like to set your game in full screen, you can click the F11 key on your keyboard. And to get out of full screen, you can click F11 again. Now from this point, you can use your controller or keyboard depending on what you set up, and your game will run directly. And just like that, you will have set up an NES emulator on your PC. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the other videos on the channel. Until next time, guys, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.